All right, I'm gonna do the last problem, and in this case we can see that none of the variables are isolated, so I have to choose one of the equations and isolate one of the variables. It doesn't matter which variable I'm going to isolate as long as I isolate one of them. As I look at both equations, I see that this one has a y that is kind of alone, and it will be easier to isolate y in my first equation. So that is the first thing I'm going to do. So negative 5x plus y is equal to negative 3. If I want to isolate y, the only thing I do is I add 5 to both sides, 5x, and that leaves me with y is equal to negative 3 plus 5x. Well, now that I know that y is negative 3 plus 5x, I can use these values and substitute them in for my y on my second equation, and that will lead me to this 3x minus 8 times negative 3 plus 5x equals to 24. I solve for x again, and I'm going to do that very quickly. So this is 3x plus 24 minus 40x equals to 24. I subtract 24 from both sides, and that leaves me with 3x minus 40x, which is equal to 0. Well, and in this case, I don't know if you can see that already, but 3 times a number minus 40 times that number equals 0. The only way that this will work is if x is equal to 0. So now that I found the value of x being equal to 0, I need to find the value of y. And I want to work smart with this. I can substitute this into one of my equations, my original equations, or this equation here, right? This equation and this one are related. So I can use this, right? Because y is already by itself. So that will leave me with y is equal to negative 3 plus 5 times 0. So y is equal to negative 3 because this cancels out. What should I do now? Well, 0 comma negative 3. I need to check. Never, never, ever assume that because you got pretty numbers, that's the correct answer. So I'm going to substitute these values into both equations and make sure that this is a correct solution. So on the first equation I have negative 5 times 0 plus negative 3. Is that equal to negative 3? Well, negative 5 times 0 cancels out, and I'm left with negative 3 is equal to negative 3. Good, it worked. And then on the second one, it will be the same thing. 3 times 0 minus 8 times negative 3 is equal to 24. 3 times 0 cancels out. Negative 8 times negative 3, that's positive 24. And 24 is equal to 24. Therefore, 0 comma negative 3 is a solution to the equation. Alright, I hope that these videos helped. Use them, and if you have any questions, you can email me.